he is, man, the myth, the legend.
Makes me wonder if they may be interested in lead expansion down the road.
Yeah, that Pacific Northwest corridor has been getting a lot of attention. Well, I'd love if he's got there too. Look at the sharp lights.
So, are we thinking of adding on a scout?
Let's hear it for the NBA MVP.
New start. The playoff bat. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Dylan Brooks out there with Malowacz. And it's Green. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Allen in at the small forward position. And for the Grizzlies, Edey out there with Jackson. Then it's Morant. Then it's MP. And it's Coward in at the shooting guard. You look at Memphis. This is a team who feels like they could win this series handily, but they need to start it off on the right foot.
And that's the key. Home court advantage doesn't mean anything if you don't use it. It's all about setting the tone tonight.
Now let's send it over to Alan LaForce, who has a report on MP.
Well, this is MP's very first playoff appearance, and I asked him if he was feeling nervous. He said, quote, "I'm not going to lie. There's a different energy tonight," unquote. So no, he is not nervous. He's ready for this. He said, "We're ready for this." He's sounding confident, guys.
Great stuff. MP is not letting the big moment get to him. Now, here's MP. Jackson, a screen on Allen. Here's MP.
Oh,
My gracious, way to get up.
oh man, MP to be young again.
And that's a quick look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Camp. Allen passes to Brooks. And here's Booker. And it's good assisting on the play with Brooks.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. Just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Allen. Out to Brooks for the three. And it's Coward with the rebound. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
Ooh, I can tell fresh legs when I see it. Look at the young legs of MP getting out on the break.
Pass to Malowacz. Now here's Green. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Morant passes to MP. Edey with a screen on Allen. The drive by MP. And the dunk by MP.
Looking like an old hand out there. MP working the two-man game to perfection.
Suns have gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. Morant against Booker. 6 to shoot. Unloads from 9. It's rebounded by Memphis. Up to the right wing. Back to MP. Down low. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
Booker against Morant. Booker left side. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him. so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Green. He's guarded closely. Allen surveying the D. And the rejection by MP. Edie with a screen for MP. Morant outside. Shoots from 14. MP, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that line.
Here's Malawatch. Nothing on the board. Pass to Green. There's the drive. That ties the game.
So quick on the drive. When Green is slicing with confidence, he is hard to stop.
For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Lays it up off the glass. Morant's got his second bucket tonight.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Brooks outside. Brooks setting the pick for Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
That's just too easy for D-Book. You can't give him an opening like that.
Booker against Morant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morant's got 6.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Booker. Misses the step-back jump shot. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Grizzlies lead by 2. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And we're ready to get back into the action here in game 1. See what this quarter has in store for us. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Grizzlies.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Kenrich Williams out there with Green. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Porter. And it's Iguodala in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Miami got the job done. He finished with 30 points and put up double digits in 3 categories. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Great stuff, Allie. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates as they go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
The putback, and Clark is right there. Clark's got the lead up to 9 now for the Grizzlies.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backcourt.
Now here's Booker. 6 points for him. Williams, that's good.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Morant, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. A shot, no good. Nice D from Porter. Booker outside. Pass to Green. Puts up a deep 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Here's MP. Getting it done against contact. It's MP.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
The drive by Green. It's Porter outside. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Here's MP. Using his athleticism, MP with the play.
And MP is in fuego right now. If I'm on his team, I'm going to keep feeding them and feeding them.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Jackson with the screen to the middle. And the dunk by Jackson.
A big target with good hands. Jackson doing damage in the pick and roll.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And both free throws good for Brooks.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
MP outside. Edey with a screen on Allen. Clock at 6. Out to Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
As usual, Morant bringing down the house.
Suns trail by 13. On the wing, Green. He's got 6. That one doesn't drop.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's Morant. Ja is there to clean up the miss.
And this is who Ja Morant is. He just doesn't quit, really getting after it on the glass.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Jalen. So it's Memphis in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Memphis Grizzlies.
They've made it look simple. Well-designed game plan, and the execution has been near flawless. Yeah, that locker room.
Looking at this series, and that's a halftime wrap.
We should sweep these threes.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
His performance shows no sign of any nerves. Great job controlling your emotion.
We've got Edey. Jackson is out there with MP. Then it's Morant. And it's Coward in at the 2. That's the group for Thomas Isolo as we begin the second half. And the rejection by MP. Inside. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by MP.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And Booker kicks to Green. Pass to Allen. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Out to Brooks. Allen outside. Over MP. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Here's MP. Jackson dishes to MP. To the paint. It's tipped. And now Brooks running the floor all by himself. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And what a fearless drive by Brooks, going right into the defense there and drawing the foul.
And he sinks the second. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Here's MP. And it's sent back by Allen. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. On defense, the Suns. Watch again. Here's Brooks. It's rebounded by Memphis. Coward's got his 4th rebound in this one. And MP throws it down.
What execution. MP getting up high for that finish.
The Suns have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Booker outside. Morant with the steal.
You think that?
And Morant throws it down.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Malowacz. Scoreless thus far. Here's Green. And it's NV with the rebound.
Gotta get on track.
Good on the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
The Suns shooting terribly up to this point. Just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. Phoenix calls timeout. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Aldama's checked in. And for the Suns, Iguodaro's checked in. And it's Williams in for Brooks. Memphis on defense. In the second half, they've only given up 1 basket coming from the free throw line. Green against MP. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go. Green's got 8 points.
Nice poise inside from Green, showing how comfortable he is amongst the trees.
Morant against Porter. Now here's Morant. D right on him. It's stolen by Green. Porter with it. Now defended by MP. Morant against Green. To the inside. Stolen by Jackson. The 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Howard's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, we know Morant can put up tons of points, but John is at his best when he's also involving others.
Kicks it out to Booker. Iguodaro. The Grizzlies pull it in. Coward's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Here's Iguodaro. Hasn't made one yet. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Coward. The shot will not fall. Nice D from Porter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
MP with it. 19 points in the game. There's a lot for Jackson, and Jackson throws it down home.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. And so it's Memphis, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll return shortly.
Okay.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for them.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. They've got Kevin Porter. Gary Trent is out there with Williams. Then there's Jalen Green. And it's Iguodaro in at the 5 spot. And here are the Grizzlies now after the Suns pick up 2. Pass to Spencer. Wells dishes to MP. From 18 feet away. Bank shot. No good.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Green passes to Williams. Back to Green. Williams sets a screen for Green. And it's Williams finishing it off.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Spencer, the pass to MP. Pops in the layup for two. MP's got 9 points here in the second half.
What a finish by MP. He just finds a way to convert through contact. He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Pass to Aldama. Back to MP. There's a screen by Aldama. The drive by MP. Phoenix grabs the miss. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Driving the lane. Trent against MP. And he jams it with authority.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt
Oh, I didn't
about
mean
it.
to do that.
Inside, Iguodaro. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit still large, but now not insurmountable.
But this is a game again, and the other side has to be feeling a little bit nervous with how quickly that lead vaporized.
Porter in the corner. The tray.
Trying to have them miss
It's
the
hauled in
game
by
too.
MP.
None of that.
And here's
Kill
MP.
them.
He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And MP throws it down.
Oh, man, I love to see that. MP elevating.
Suns have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Porter finds Green. Picked by Williams. Green passes to Williams. Trent with the wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Spencer, guarded by Porter. Wells dishes to MP. Releases. It's hauled in by the Suns.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
That one goes. Count it.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down, and what will be a win here in game 1 of the series for Memphis.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it's really got to feel very good to be able to jump out confidently to a 1-0 lead in this series.
Absolutely. And I think their focus now has to be not on taking this win for granted. They should come out for game 2 with the same intensity and honestly maybe even more. You know they'll face a more focused team in the next one, so they may have to be just a little bit tougher.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
Porter kicks to Trent. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's MP. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Pretty good.
We'll watch it. So fun. Oh yeah, I'd love to watch Ben Diaz on video.
The natural wonders right there in front of you. Maybe we can check out
The only guy you weren't that high on was. So we got that thing.
They don't come against anything. I just got points. Zach Daly. Let's go. I step in. That's screen.
Both teams taking the temperature of this series 2-0 and take control of the series.
You know, I really think Game 2s are just so important. A 2-0 lead isn't insurmountable. However, a vast majority of the time, the team up 2-0 advances.
Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. We've got Green. Grayson Allen is out there with Dylan Brooks. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Malowacz in at the 5 spot. On the attack, Green. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
This is Green at his best. Electric off the bounce. And a great finisher.
Morant, pass to MP. Edey with a screen on Allen. There's the drive. MP finds Edey. Back to MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Now here's Booker. Pass to Malowacz. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And Booker the bucket on the assist from Green.
Now, there is no doubt about it. Booker is one of the best catch-and-shoot options in this league.
Morant, the pass to MP. And MP throws it down.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in.
Yeah, playmaking remains an underrated part of Booker's game. He is more than capable of making smart passes and creating shots for teammates.
Morant, the pass to MP. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far, the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Now here's Morant.
And then Morant with the jam! Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam.
NBA is missing that right now.
The Suns have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Pass to Booker. Outside for Green. Clock is at 3. Fires the 3. The rebound by MP. Memphis leading by 4. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Phoenix was outstanding. He ended up with 23 points, and it wasn't just a great offensive performance for him. He excelled defensively, too. He's been on a real hot streak of late, and I think everyone wants to see just how long he can keep this up. Guys?
That's good stuff, Allie. It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
For his position, Booker does a solid job moving the ball. He's got great passing instincts.